Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kati and today we are making my April health journal setup, and this time I decided to make it a real-time setup, so I wanted to make this voiceover so that I would see how much time I take to make it, and as you can see from the video time, it took me 10 minutes to do this setup, so I think that's a reasonable amount of time, so not bad at all. I start with making the April 2023 with my paper poetry stencil and my jet stream that has 0.5 refills. While I'm making that, let's talk about March. So March didn't go so well. Well, first of all, it's my birthday month, so of course I was expecting a lot. I will probably here insert the picture of my March spread, and I have covered my physical symptoms here because, as you can see from my color code, I had a lot of physical symptoms. So I was sick and I had it wasn't a good month. And then you can see on the left hand side the black dots are days that I had a lot of sugar intake, so that didn't go so well. And I even had one red day in my steps, which I usually get my steps, but well, I was sick there, so that's natural then that I didn't move around so much. Then I have one day that I even marked that says kylässä. So that means that we were visiting people, and actually I also, my getting things done number is 0 for that day. So we were just visiting and sitting. So my numbers and colors aren't so good. But then yes, my word of the year, which is in Finnish ylpeä, that's in English proud. So you can see in that I did pretty much, I did pretty well. So I have one red day, one yellow day, and then those hearts I I did those hearts for days that I didn't do a lot due to, well, first I was sick, then we were visiting, and so I didn't have time to do my goals or tasks and projects, but I was still proud of myself how I acted or so. So that is how I gave myself the color for that day. And then the 29th of March I gave myself a red. Although I was pretty active and getting things done, but my mind, I was so explosive that day. Well, that was yesterday. I don't know what went into me, but that wasn't a day that I was proud of my behavior. So that's why I gave myself a red for that day, because I can't be proud of myself how I acted. And if you're wondering, I'm now using my Kaveco Sport fountain pen with a fine nib, and I have my Graf von Faber-Castell ink cartridge inside the olive green color. So I bought 4 different colors, and the cartridges work nice in that pen, so I use now those for making my health journal spreads. And if you are new here, so this is an Midori B6 Slim notebook, the gridded version. I had a pretty big break in my yoga practice because I was sick, and then one workout for March, well, I was sick, so I didn't go out every day, and it's now almost gone. When you see this, it's the last day of March, so I'm already excited to start a new month. And what I'm changing for April is that in March I had I minimized, so I took only a few things to track, but I realized now that I have so much empty space, it makes my tracking I don't see so clearly where I have left things undone, and so now I decided again to, for every column I have something to track. So if there is empty space, I know that I have left something undone. That is now what I try for April. And I, of course, now that I take every space in use, I can put something more to track, and I have been thinking about what I want to track, and I will change something. But first I put my sleep score again, which I have been tracking, but then I add that I track how many hours I sleep, and I get the best color for 7.5 hours. So I want to see how much I sleep, because that sleep score really doesn't tell me a lot. Then I'll start tracking my morning pages, and I will continue tracking my yoga, how many minutes I do it. I will start again tracking my morning journaling and planning, and my evening journaling and planning also. Those are a bit because I have those in my electronical to-do list. Those I have as a recurring task in my, how do I call it? In my to-do app. They are just now as a filler, because those are important habits for my mental health. And I want to make sure that I take the time to do those, because they really help my mental health and my day. Then I track my fasting hours, my sugar intake, and that I drink at least 3 liters of water. I will track my oil pulling, which I haven't been so successful of lately. Then I will continue tracking if I go out, how many kilometers I walk if I take a walk, my activity hours, but that will also change a bit. I change the color coding, so I will get blue only for 13 or 14 hours. So because in March almost all days were blue, so that means to me that I need to make the limit higher for getting the best result or the best score. Then I will continue tracking my workouts, my steps, and my getting things done hours, so how many hours I track my time use. Then my word of the year, I will continue tracking that, and then my weekly tracked hours. And what I will add is I will try. So I'm again doing the HB90 method. I will link the video for you of the review that I have done about that course or that method. So I'm trying that now again for the second quarter of this year, and I will try now to track my HB90 goal. So I will get a check mark if I have done something that day for my HB90 goals. I don't know how that will go, because I haven't even set my goals yet, but I want to try that. Or something else. I can change that still if no. I really would like to get the HB90 method working now, so I think that's a good thing to track. Then I will continue tracking my evening relaxation, breathing exercise 10 minutes, and then I will start tracking my reading when I go to bed. So Dear, Drop Everything and Read, that's from Mario Forleo. So that's just filler there. And then I will continue tracking my resting heart rate from my Fitbit app. And then I will track my symptoms, or first my pain level, how much pain I had, and then what symptoms I did have. And with this I'm going into April. Let's see how it goes. I'm hoping that April will be a better month than March was. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like it. And thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. See you in the next one. Bye bye.